Today, I'm playing a full round from the front tees. This drill forces me to rely completely on touch, creativity, and up and down pressure on every hole. It can seem pretty easy, but this drill exposes everything about your short game.
I bladed the crap out of that.
So let's see if I can shoot 65 or better from the front tees.
That was smoked. All right, we got hole number one, par 4, about 340 yards downhill. It's almost November up here in Utah, so the grass is gonna roll really fast. It's super dry. That was money right on the left side of the fairway, rolling downhill. Right in the middle of the fairway, about 102 yards to the pin. This is the reason I do this short challenge, you guys. This is such good practice for your short game, anywhere between, you could be 30 to 120 yards, but having that distance, trying to practice going up and down from that distance, I don't get every day as a shorter hitter. I need to get up and down on a lot of these. Roll right. Please roll right, just a little more. It's got like a weird indentation. Looks like there was tracks on it and it was aerated. But hey, we still got like 25 feet. Oh my. Almost a birdie. But you know, we need 8 birdies. We've got 17 left. We're good. Hole number 2, I mean, with playing from the reds, obviously the course plays like a completely different course than from the blues, but it's 450 yards, par 5, downhill dog leg right. Dead straight. Just on the right side of the fairway, we've got about 200 yards. Downhill, bunkers on the right. Gonna hit nice and easy 6-iron. Try to get it close, but aim left because got bunkers in the way. All right, feed right, come on. Just on the fringe. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a tricky up and down. We've got a long green ahead of us and uphill, but I think it's gonna break left to right. Let's get it close. Not close. I really should warm up around the green with my chip shots, but way too short. Par numero dos. All right, we got 118 yards downhill, par 3. To be able to steal a birdie on one of these par 3s would be all we need right now. I'm just gonna go full gap wedge. Come on, wind. Short, fringe. All right, I obviously need a little bit of luck here if I wanna go birdie here, but if not, up and down, move on. All right, we've had a nice warm up with 3 straight pars. Let's start with some birds now. This distance is kind of where I can start getting into trouble from the red tees, is I've got those short side bunkers from the green, about 270 downhill. I don't think I can drive that far, but just in case, I'm gonna aim a little left. That was money. There we go. Let's get up and down. Got 80 yards. I feel really good about this one. This is where my 60-degree practice really comes into play. Oh yeah, that was so good. That felt money. Let's see how close we are. That is exactly what we want to see. It landed probably about, I don't know, maybe 70 yards. It rolled up to about 6 feet. So still got a putt, but this should go in. There we go. Birdie number one, finally. All right, we've got another par 4, 350 yards uphill. She got a bunker on the right that I worry about a little bit, so I'm gonna aim a little left. Money, right side of the fairway. Still got 135 yards. I got my pitching wedge. We're actually not that close still. There's not a huge difference between the whites and the reds at Soldier Hollow. I'll still take it. And that was still like a 220 yard drive, so I'm not driving far. I bladed the crap out of that. Can you see it rolling towards the pin though? You know, there's times we get unlucky in golf and there's times we get really damn lucky. That was one of those times. I literally bladed the ball, didn't go more than a foot off the ground, but it was dead straight coming right towards the pin. Got to the top of this hill, rolled all the way back down to about another 5 feet from the hole. It was a terrible approach shot, but you know, you take what you can get. Alrighty, we are 2 under. I'm fired up. Got to take advantage of those lucky things that happen in this game. So we got a par 5 uphill, 450 yards. Nice and easy up the fairway. That's all we need. Just money. Drives have been the best part of my game lately. They're just so reliable. I got so excited when I saw I was 58 yards away from the pin on a par 5. It's a par 4. So either way, I'm happy with it. The par 5's next hole. So. Felt like I hit that thin and I felt like I almost bladed it, but it might have stopped on the green. I mean, I totally bladed it, but hey, this is the whole purpose of playing from the front tees, right? Is we want to end up having shots that are 60 to 100 yards out, and I want to try to go up and down. So the fact that I'm not going up and down is saying a lot. Saying I need to go back to the range, go back to the simulator, practice these very specific distances, make sure I'm at least hitting well on the club face, not thinning it. So now we're left with a pretty hard 2-putt, like downhill, at least 30 feet, 40 feet. Sit down, sit down. Ah, man. 10 feet. Let's see what we can do. I had no stress about that because I was not expecting it to go in. Almost a little too fast, but it dropped. We've got a par 5 uphill. Now this is the 450 yard par 5. Uphill into the wind. Those bunkers on the right are usually where I end up on a mishit, but I think I can carry those now, being up front, so. That was a terribly ugly swing. Lost balance last second on the top of my backswing. Just went, screw it, and I just swung out of my shoes. I think he carried the bunker. It's on the right side. You know, that drive went 250 yards, so I'll take that any day, even though I slipped and got lucky again, I think. We've got 205, but it plays like 215 or 210 uphill. So I've got my hybrid out. We'll see what happens. Guys, I am slipping, but I actually caught it really well again. Oh man. I wouldn't even joke about this, but look where it ended up. Okay, I've got about 40 yards, super elevated, and it's actually challenging because we're just sloped like none other. So I actually think the smartest thing is just picking where you want it to land. And I know you see the pin right there, but right when it hits the green, it's gonna shoot to the left, I think. Oh no, sit down. Oh! So I just pulled it naturally, but if it would have landed where I wanted it to, it would have trickled perfectly. I mean, we've still got a ways. Maybe that's 20 feet or so. Par. It's par 3. This is actually a harder par 3. It's like super downhill. Luckily there's no wind, but it's about 170 yards, plays 155. Got a gnarly 2-putt for par there. Okay, this is a really tough putt because it not only kind of breaks down towards the valley, this has like a weird grain going left to right, but the slope's going right to left, so. That was about 15 feet left, and it just slung in there for par. Oh my goodness. We've got about 250 yards to the pin, but there's about a 220 yard carry over a ravine. Plus you got a raised green and you got bunkers between the green and the ravine. So I'm gonna lay it up, hit it about 210 yards. Prime. So I ran it out to the very end of the fairway, which is money. Problem is I'm about 53 yards, raised green, pin in the front, bunker in front of the green. So the challenge is getting it high enough to where it lands soft, but also getting it past the bunker so it doesn't end up in the bunker, but not going too far past the pin. That actually worked really well. I was kind of lucky because it barely bounced on the fringe, so it kind of grabbed the ball before it rolled out too much. Yeah. All right, good little par there. I'd say the win of the day is no bogey so far. I love that. Even though I'm playing from the front tee, still, like, that means that there weren't any crazy mistakes. I'm feeling mostly composed in my swing. I do think overall I need to start focusing more, especially on my approach shots. My drives and my putts are definitely my strengths right now. They're just saving this round, especially those putts. I should have like a couple bogeys, but somehow I don't. Hole number 10, par 4, kind of goes uphill at the end, but it's got about 260 yards of fairway till that uphill part applies. Get around that bunker. Please get around it. So I landed in the bunker, but it had enough speed where it plopped out, took the lip and caught some air off of the bunker. 75 yards uphill. Felt pretty good. Was a little short. Left it pretty darn short, unfortunately. Oh, buddy. Hole number 11, this is one to take advantage of for sure. We need a birdie here. 350 yards downhill, par 4. Pretty wide open fairway, just some bunkers, but let's get it down there. It's gonna run. Take the hill. There we go. Should be on the left side of that fairway, I think. Hey, 84 yards. We hit it like 270 downhill. So I'm happy about that. Could have gone longer, but all of my shots so far from this distance have gone short. So I'm gonna try to put a little bit more on it. Pulled a little bit, but we're pin high. Can't complain. Okay, this is exactly what these challenges are for, right? But I just went past the pin, barely, which I'm actually super happy about because I've yet to do that today. Got about 12, 15 feet to the pin, so now it's just a test if I can read a putt. Oh man, that feels so good. We've got a par 5. This is a challenging hole. It's super uphill. There's bunkers all over the place. About 450 yards. So again, I need to take it easy. I need to kind of like recenter myself. So I'm gonna just hit a nice and easy drive in the fairway. There we go. Just covered that bunker on the right. Okay, we're kind of on a weird slope here, but I've got about 180 yards uphill. This is a par 5, so I just want to kind of hit it to the right. Hopefully get it up and down from there for bird. I've got a 6-iron. Let's just see what I can do with a nice pure shot. That was money. I think it might have gone on the green. I don't know. It was right. Okay, so I made it pin high with my 6-iron. I hit it really well. Problem is I have like 20 feet of fringe. And then after that, I swear it's like 6 feet of green going downhill to the pin. So I'm not gonna chip. I'm gonna just try to trickle it down this fringe. Try to get it to stop before the pin. And that is how you get a nice birdie. That approach putt was really lucky though, I'm not gonna lie, because that could have flown 20 feet past the pin. Got a par 4, about 3, just over 300 yards. A lot of bunkers, so the goal is to get around those bunkers. Let's see what we can do. That was smoked. Should be money right in the middle. Got 55 yards, got to carry a bunker. Luckily the pin's not in the front, it's in the middle. So again, it's all about trying to land it softly, right past the bunker, not past the pin, because you know it's gonna roll out quite a bit. That was perfect of what exactly I just described. It landed like right after the bunker, but it still rolled like 30, 40 feet. Par 3, about 160 yards to the pin. It's in the back of the green. Green's kind of double tiered as well. So I just want to kind of try to get it to the pin, make sure it goes straight. Got a bounce left or right. Took the hill on the left side of the green and it just ricocheted to the right. I luckily stayed in. I mean, I hit it way left of the green, bounced on that hill, came flying down the hill. This might be my first bogey of the day, but let's hit a nice drive in the fairway. Topped the crap out of it, but it ended up working out, I think. Should be in the fairway still. I hit it like probably 200 yards. What a drive. 115 yards, a little bit downhill. Come down left. 30 feet left. This is tough because the valley's that way. So it means the green's naturally sloping a little that way, but it looks like it's breaking right to left too. So another par. This is a challenging one. We got to clear a bunker, downhill, par 3, 155 yards. Plays like it's 139 though. So I'm gonna hit a nice and light 9-iron. Hopefully get it down there and over the bunker. Needs to bounce left. This one's all about getting it close for par. It's all we can do to salvage this. All right, let's move on. All right, we got a short par 5. I got to get on into putt for an eagle. Might be good, might not be, not sure. 200 on the dot to the pin. Got about 165 on the right, just before the green of bunkers I need to carry. I'm gonna try to cut it around the bunkers, let it trickle onto the green. Did not cut it. Right in the bunker. I was about a foot away from clearing the bunker, but I just didn't cut the ball. It went directly at the bunker, unfortunately. So, this is my least favorite shot. I hit that bunker shot to about 7 feet, which, hey, I'll take that. Let's get it in for bird. Hit the line.
And my mic cut out here, but we have a super downhill dog leg to the left, par 4, hit a perfect tee shot, took the hill, ran almost all the way to the bunker by the green.
Okay, I ran it down the hill, perfect tee shot, just got a nice little flop to get it on the green. And terrible flop. Let's finish this. Try again another day. I had momentum in the middle, but it kind of just fell off throughout that last half of that back 9. Ended at 3 under. I was wanting to get to 8 under, but we were just not playing well enough to get even close to that. But it's okay, we have days like this. Like I said, I think the best part about playing from the front tees is you're practicing so many different shots that you aren't used to playing. So you really have to be a lot more diligent to try to get up and down from those kind of random distances. If you found any value from this video, please subscribe. Helps me continue to create more of these in the future. We'll see you next time.